Dusk to dawn, 2021, September, the night of the 3rd and the 4th. I'm using the Orion all-in-one astronomy camera, which is a 1280 by 960, 1.1 megapixel. I'm looking at some circumpolar stars. I'm 35 miles northwest of New York City. I use a 3-second exposure for each frame. It only took one frame every 3 seconds. So the whole night was compressed into this little segment we're looking at. That's how fast of a time lapse it was. But it was so fast that for viewing this on your video streaming service, I hardwired it at 0.5x playback speed. I would recommend that in your gear on your player, you in a playback speed pick 0.5x, and you've slowed down even more. Then you could see the resolution of each individual frame, and you could still watch something move, like it'll be a streak, and it'll move ever so slowly across the screen. Of course, you could put it on 2x fast and blitz through it in a couple seconds. But who stays up all night and just stares at one section of the sky? Well, I don't do it. I mean, I was setting the camera up, I was going to bed. I was working at the time. You know, I was a schlub and I had to go to work, be there at 7 o'clock. So I couldn't stay out at nights and count meteors or lightning bugs or satellites. I could. So I set up a machine to do that for me. And I saved it. And all right, 1.1 megapixel is still pretty decent. It can tell us that something's happening, and whatever these transient phenomena are, it's enough that you can characterize them and come to your own conclusions. I haven't seen any uptick or downtick in meteors. I go out during meteor showers, and I really don't see much of anything. Oh, maybe you'll see 1 or 2 extra fireballs that you would normally see. But it's not like in the olden days where you had to take pots and pans out and bang them together because it looked like it was raining meteors. Randall Carlson says we're due for another big asteroid hit, like Tunguska. Well, you know what? It's going to come as a surprise, even though we have deep space telescopes scanning the heavens, and we got all sorts of radar probing, looking for echoes. It's still going to come as a surprise. That's my opinion. So yeah, if there was an uptick in fireballs and bolides, I would point that out and say, yeah, I got evidence to prove that there seems to be an increase in the fireballs and bolides. I don't see that. What I do see is an uptick in near Earth orbit objects like Starlink or Leo or something, but not much else. And this all happened just in the past couple of years. I'm posting this in 2026. This video clip is from 2001. There are a lot less satellites then than there are now, that's for sure, and with more to come. There's going to be more satellites than stars in the sky pretty soon. So, I mean, all right, meteors and fireballs and bolides that leave big long streaks. Sometimes they're bright, sometimes they're dim, sometimes they're short and bright, or short and dim, or long and dim. But if you watch enough of these videos, you get a feel for what's what. And that's what's so interesting about it. I compressed the whole night, say 9 hours of the sky at night. I compressed it into like 5 minutes for your viewing pleasure. I mean, everyone's got ADD, so you can't like watch a 3-minute video about the whole night and what happened, and it's interpreted. It's I still got a lot of videos to process, and eventually I'm going to do like a best of and weird, unexplained things. I'm going to post all that stuff. But until then, anyone can look at these videos and decide, what's happening, what's going on. And maybe it'll make you go out at one night and look at the sky for 5 minutes or something. And say, oh, what was that? Because even when I was watching meteors always happen at the corner of your eye. And sometimes you want to see meteors so bad, you just think you see one, whereas this machine doesn't lie. If you think you see one, you always click back and run it again and say, yeah, I saw it or I didn't see it. So that's what the purpose of these videos are. They're historical records. It's a data set. It's an archive, whatever you want to call it. All right, this is a marginal night. There's some really clear sections, and there are some cloudy sections. That's just the way it goes. And I still want to catch a bolide through cirrus clouds for artistic effect. I'm still working on that.